Hey, Tony Gaskins here, just popping in. Now, y'all got to forgive me for wearing the Miami Heat hat. And I was at the Orlando Magic game last night. But just had to grab the first hat that I thought matched these shorts that I got on that y'all can't see. But I was thinking about something and had to realize this here with my own, with my son. I got a 16, he'll be 17 next month. And one thing I realized with these kids, because my son, I'm getting ready, thinking about going back to England with him and just to continue to let him explore, see the world. He in virtual school right now, still taking AP classes and, just seeing the world. And as a young man and training and what he say he want to do. And this is one of the things, and I think this is for adults too, but especially for our kids. And the Bible say, train a child up. Somebody put the scripture in the comments. Train a child up in the way that he should go, so that when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now, this is the Bible. And so a lot of times we don't understand what train means. But when you really think about what train up means, I met a lady who started a nonprofit organization called Train Up because of that scripture. So does train mean let your child do what your child wants to do? No. It means teach your child what to do. And you teach your child what to do by giving your child structure. You give your child rules, regulations, structure. You give your child consistency. You give your child consequences. You give your child clarity. It's what I call the 3 C's of parenting. Clarity is what you expect from your child. You're very clear on what you expect for your child. Then you have consequences for when what you expect is not done. And then you have consistency. And consistency is with the reward as well as with the punishment. Now, what I found being a parent, being a father of 2 boys, is different because boys take chances. So what we had happen today was my 16-year-old, he goes, he does his school, he wakes up, he does his fitness, then he does his schoolwork, and he eats or whatever with me, eat breakfast, the breakfast that my wife made for me. He asked her to make him some too, so he eat breakfast, and then he do his schoolwork. And so he catching up because he was out of school for a little bit while we was in England. So he do his schoolwork, and then after schoolwork, he went and got on a video game. My son has known since he has had a video game that he's not allowed to be on the game Monday through Thursday. He know that. But he went and get on the game because he think he's 17. He feel like he getting older. He think he about a grown man. But my rules is my rules. So I wasn't asleep. I just was laying there with my eyes closed. And then every now and then I snore a little bit. So I woke on up after about 20, 30 minutes. And I get up. And I hear him talking. I walk. And I hear, I'm in the kitchen. I hear something in the playroom, in the media room. I hear something. His boy talking to himself. I looking at him on the game. So I called my wife before I say something. I say, hey, you told Tony he could get on the game? You told T he could get on the game? She said, no, I ain't told him that. But she told him, she said, I texted him and said some groceries at the door that just got delivered. So I went and got the grocery that had just got delivered. And I brought him on in because he in the game. Then I went to the game. As soon as I opened that door and I say something, he muted that phone because he know I don't play. And he know he about to get embarrassed. And I said, hey, who told you to get on the game? He said, nobody. He said, I said, why you ain't asked to get on the game? And since when you get on the game during the week without asking? He was like, well, you was asleep. I say, so he said, I thought that, I didn't want to wake you up. I thought I could get on the game because I did a lot of schoolwork today. I said, do you get paid to think? He said, no. I said, all right then. You know good and well you ain't supposed to be on that game no Monday through Thursday. And now I'm getting crunk because now he playing in my face. And see, this the thing is that what we doing wrong as parents is we let our child get away with stuff. You letting your children get away with stuff, but don't realize that the world don't let your child get away with nothing. So that same little thought process that you have to teach your child how to think, because your child will go into the world as an adult and say, well, I thought when she said no, she was joking. So I kept going because the no didn't sound like a strong no. And now your son going to prison for rape. Now your son losing his life to her daddy or to her boyfriend for that same little thought process of thinking but not adhering to what they know is right from wrong. So he thought that because he is about 17 and because last week was spring break and he was on the game all during the weekdays, he thought he'll try to just carry that over. He thought that because I was asleep, he could get away with something. And I had to check him. And not only did I have to check him, I had to rip him a new one for an hour. And so we had a long talk. And see, the reason why I talk long is because you on that game long. You can sit on that game 4 hours, then you can sit and listen to this here sermon for 30 minutes to an hour. And we talk. And he talked to the point, and I say stuff that is very truth. I do not curse. And I don't try to hurt him, but I tell him the truth. And my son is not a crier. My oldest son, he'll be 17. I have seen my son cry probably 10 times in his entire life. To be honest with you, 5 or 6 times I have seen my son cry. He is not a crier at all. He cried today, though, on that conversation, because what I was saying to him was very real. It was very real. And I wish I could record it for every fatherless boy in America. Because these young men, I'm talking to a dad right now, another father of a young black man, my son, same age, and he said, man, it's something good to touch on online. These boys need, and y'all girls too, but I'm not a girl dad, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But what I'm noticing too with y'all daughters is thoughts. Somebody asked me, my wife or my son asked me, I can't remember who it was. They was like, I think it was my wife. We was coming back from Turks and Caicos, and we was in the line, what was it? The passport line in the Miami International Airport. And my wife said, I don't understand, if you got a daughter, how you can let her wear shorts with her butt cheek out. And when she said that, I didn't understand why she was talking about that. And I looked right in front of us, and there's a teenage girl. She got on a hoodie, and she got on shorts that's the same material as a hoodie. And they stop about this much above the bottom of her booty cheek, and she's standing with her dad. Now, let me explain to you as a man how that happens. If you see a white girl or a black girl or a Hispanic girl, and you could see her butt cheek, and she has a dad in her life, her dad is addicted to porn. That's why he can't see that. He is addicted to porn. He is so desensitized that he can't realize that his daughter's shorts are indecent. Every dad in America ought to be put under the prison if you let your daughter come out with her booty cheek hanging out her shorts. I don't care how young and innocent and slim and skinny you think she is. There are perverts in this world. There are rapists in this world, and you need to be punched in your mouth over and over again if you are a man and you let your daughter come outside with her booty cheek hanging out her shorts. You need to be punched in your mouth. You need to be sat down and tortured one toenail at a time. That is ridiculous, because you got to protect and prepare. You got to prepare to protect your child from this here world that we living in. There is perverts out here. It's nasty men and women out here that will come and prey on your child knowing she don't know the game. And the same thing with your sons. We have to do a better job as parents and stop trying to be your children's friend, and stop trying to be your child enemy. As soon as I went off on my son and we talked that long time, he still came back to me. Here go my wife. I'm gonna have to get off because she come up here to say something. Because I see she texts me, but because the youngest just finished. Now the oldest practicing, she with the youngest, I'm with the oldest. As soon as we finished talking, y'all hold on.